What happens when you take a pizza guy named Chris Bianco from the States and put him together with a famous chef named Jamie Oliver here in Great Britain? You get a decidedly different take on British food, a place known as Union Jack's. All right, Chris,
Yes.
I introduced you as the pizza guy, but you're a heck of a lot more than a pizza guy.
Oh, not much more, actually, but I'm happy and proud to be that.
All right, so tell me about what you're offering here, this different take on British food, if you would. Really a combination of what a lot of Americans would consider a staple. I call it pizza, you're calling it something very different, and some of the traditional British food that people might have thought about over the years.
Well, how would you think about British food? What's your perception?
All right, so
as the American, the visitor.
Okay, in the past, my perception was, I'm talking about 2 decades ago,
Right.
not real good. But today, because I come to London regularly, several times a year, I think that what I've discovered, and a lot of people discovered who've been here recently, is great ethnic food, but certainly great local food that would surprise a lot of people.
I think it would surprise some people that really don't, I think, follow what's happening in the world right now.
There's been a movement toward organic and more homemade food all over the world, and it hasn't skipped Britain. As Chris tells us, the history of Sunday roast and Yorkshire pudding inspires British food, but the chefs like those at Union Jack's are world travelers, and they bring a global inspiration to their cooking. Yeah, because that's kind of interesting you say that. So you've got people going around the world now, which they didn't do many years ago. They stayed in their own culture. Do you think that's having a huge impact just on food in general?
Well, I'm here. So
right, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm here because it's had an impact on me.
Yeah.
I mean, this country has been, and not because we're here, folks, but I mean, but I guess because we're here. I mean, it's inspired me to want to do something way outside the box. You know, way outside the status quo as far as if we're gonna make these flatbreads, which you might call pizzas and groovy if you do, man. You know,
right.
they were not mozzarella and, you know, and the normal usual suspects.
Chris started making these flatbreads after meeting up with Jamie Oliver. They decided to go provincial with their ingredients and prove that British food can be great as well as local. The dough is made from wheat that would have been seen in the thatch roofs that once dotted the rolling British countryside. Instead of olive oil, Union Jack's flatbreads are made with grapeseed oil that is a product of those same hills. What that makes is an appetizing, fresh, local meal that looks a whole lot like a pizza. All right, well, if you're looking for a little inspiration, you can get together with Jamie Oliver and Chris Bianco at their all-new Union Jack's. Thanks,
Cheers.
thanks,
Thank you,
Chris.
brother. See you.
Appreciate it.